Good morning, everybody. Hey, how are you? How you doing? How's it going? I have no idea how. Good morning, everybody. Hey, cool. Audio is working. Yay! Yeah, still got some growing pains going on with the new PC, making sure everything's working. OBS cooperating, audio doing the audio stuff, video doing the video stuff, and it looks to be working. Hey, there's the big guy going through. Hey, yeah, everyone, welcome back to my playthrough Satisfactory 1.1. How are you today? Hope you're having a good day. John, good morning to you, my friend. How are you today? Today, yes, well, let's do a little recap from last week. As you can see, I'm looking at my little high-rise. That is my modular engine factory that we managed to get all completely done in one day. It was actually kind of happy. And you can see that I've actually gone through and started adding some walls. I totally missed a wall here. Let's get out of photo mode. Yeah, so I did go through and I kind of finished this up when we left off last week. We were, not that one. We were kind of an open concept. In other words, there were no walls, no windows, no design. I have since gone through and added some walls and windows, apparently not to this floor. You know, you'd think you only got 4 walls, that you'd actually remember all 4, but no. Yeah, so we got our tower going, and it has happily been grinding out and crunching out and building out and doing all the things that it's supposed to be doing. Everybody's happy in here. Look at that. I love to see the 100%. I'm full of motors there. Hello, my elevator's up. Let's take another quick run down to the basement, or to the ground floor, as it were. Thank you. And there we go. You can see these guys are doing their thing. They got all the stuff they're going to need. And yeah, we even have a little container here that is collecting them. Now, it doesn't look like I've got a lot here, but that is not quite true. In fact, if we take a little run over to the train station, we love my jetpack, love my jetpack. If we take our little run over to here, we have our kind of little office area, kind of receiving area. Got this is the new shelf that they introduced in 1.1. I've got 2 containers. In this container, I have my adaptive units, 100 of them. That's what I need for here. Over here, I don't quite have enough. Let's put the new modular engines in there. I need 56 more of those to grind out, and we can do our next stage. Yay! So let's also have a look at some other things that I've been doing while we wait for those last few to grind out. So I have been a little bit of a busy bee. So first things first, let's see if I got all the stuff on me. No, I already dropped it back off. Let's take a little quick trip along our hypertubes here. And we'll actually come to one of the first things that I actually did, or we'll first come to one of the things that I did. It wasn't the first thing, but it is. I'm going to do a little bit of slowing down as we come in to the station. You can see that I am now elevated above. I can actually see which track I'm going to take, which is lovely. So yeah, I did some reworking on my hypertubes, built myself a nice little kind of way of elevating so we can get over the trains there. So that's all good. So I don't have any surprises coming into the hypertube junctions there, and it seems to be working much better. I also did a little bit of running around the old homestead here and picked myself up some new goodies. So you can see I've added a few more goodies into there. I've got myself 11 hard drives. I am not going to run them through the MAM yet until I have unlocked that, because that is the next stage. Once we get into our phase 7 and 8 here, we get our aluminum and we get our nuclear, and I want to make sure I can get my alternate recipes for that. I also did collect a bunch more Mercer spheres, so I've got well, not a bunch, but I've got a few more Mercer spheres here so that I can do some more of those dimensional depots as the need arises. So that is one of the things I was doing, running around the old forest here. Oops, I better turn my cheats back off. So yeah, creature hostilities back on default. Yes, the dirty little confession here is when I'm doing those little runarounds. limited amount of time, I turn the hostility down. Yes, we're going in the right direction, but I do make sure I put it back to default for when we're sharing our time together. Alrighty, let's take another quick run over here. And the other thing I was busy doing is adding some more power. We were definitely running low on the old power department here. Let's get up to a gooder, because that is better Englishy, speaky, typey stuff. Yeah, so I put in a couple of more of the power plant systems here. So this is the first one we worked on. Got our 12 fuel generators running over there. That wasn't enough, so I put in 1 and 2 more. So we have another 12 going that way, and we have another 12 fuel generators going that way. Hopefully going to tie us over on our power for a little while longer. Let's have a quick look here. You can see that we are now producing over 11,000 megawatts, so 11 gigawatts of power, giving us a good solid over 2,000 worth of megawatts, or 2 gigawatts worth of extra capacity there, which is great, because yeah, we want to set up our aluminum and we don't want to worry about our power, because after aluminum we should have enough there. We can go nuclear, and that will solve lots of other problems. All right, so that's where we are today. So what the plan today is we are going to unlock the next tier, just waiting for those last few modular engines to go, and then we have to figure out where we are going to be putting our aluminum plant. Now, a lot of the bauxite is up in this hellscape that is the red bamboo forest. Not for the meek of heart, especially if you're an arachnophobe. And for some odd reason, there is an inordinate amount of radioactive material over here now. Yeah, they got a little bit free and easy with the old nuki stuff. So let's try and see if we can't find a nice safe vantage point up here so we can talk about what the plan is. Yes, I am stalling for time. Ooh, Mercersphere. With no one trying to kill me. Yay!
Harvest the scripture. Compose it into a blood song.
Yeah, John, you're one to talk about cheating, you cheating little bugger. I know what you do in the secrets of your own demented mind. Yeah, anyway, so here we are up here. So up here is pretty much, or at least used to be, I don't know, but I'm kind of going on the assumption there's still up here is a bunch of bauxite nodes, both pure and normal. So this is kind of generally where I build my aluminum nodes, also because we have like coal nodes everywhere. So you can see coal nodey, not great ones, but we got some coal nodes over there. So we can either put our aluminum plant over here kind of in this lower tier with the lake, so we have good water supply and stuff like that, or we could build up here and then ship it down. That way we'll have to decide, but it all depends on where they... Ooh, there's a purple slug right there. It all depends... Yeah, right in the middle of all the radioactive stuff. All depends on if what they've done with the bauxite nodes. Like I say, they've moved a lot of... Yeah, you can really spot those slugs now, can't you? They did make them more visible. Yep, they absolutely 100% did. They turned the brightness up and made the little trails. What is under this rock? Let's go have a little quick look. Well, again, we're stalling for time, and we'll go boomsy boomsies. What secrets are you hiding? Nothing, apparently. Is there something underneath that rock? There is apparently... Okay, that one worked well. There is apparently absolutely nothing over here, you buggers. Deny all you want. We know the truth. We know the dark secrets that reside within that twisted mind of yours, John. All right. As you can see, John and I know each other. John in the chat there. Okay, so as I keep meandering in my talk, yeah, so one of the things that we can do, we can break the aluminum plant. So aluminum does need coal. So we have some nice coal nodes over there, and we have lots of water that we can utilize. Or we can build it up here. Either way, we are going to have to run some trains today, which is kind of fun and exciting. I've actually been looking forward to running trains for the first time ever. I love the trains. I love setting up trains. I love making the trains work, but let's face it, it was a pain in the neck. You have to throw out a line, you have to put your towers in, you have to connect the railroads, blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. Now we don't have to do that. Now we have the auto connect on our snapping, and we've got infinite nudging, and I'm really excited to see how that works out with the trains, which actually brings me to something that we can be doing as we wait for our final items to show up here, and that is kind of doing a little bit of revitalization. I've seen you wear that glove. So just with the new kind of system with the auto connect, I want to do a little bit of tweaking on my towers. Not really much. One, I just want to kind of fix up the hypertube, just to make sure our hypertubes aren't quite so close to the ground. I'm going to start bringing them up a little higher. Whoop. Missed my turn. Slow down. Let's head the other way. Not paying attention, man. So yeah, I wanted to just accommodate a little bit nicer going into kind of the roundabouts now, because we want to make sure we come above the trains. So I'm going to do a little modification on that, and then because we have the auto snap, I don't have the opportunity to kind of, as I'm laying the track, to fix things as I go. So yeah, this is the kind of generic now elevated hypertube. It's not quite tall enough for trains, but it is for kind of general purpose. It actually fits between the lampposts on the general tower. When I come into the roundabouts, I just have to put down a concrete beam, drop one of those on top, and I'm good to go. But for now, let's clear our designer here. So we are going to clear blueprint designer, and let's load in one of our towers. I don't think it's going to let me load in because it was made in the 4x, but where we got our train support here. Yeah, blueprint was made in a blueprint design of a okay, that's fine. We'll have to just bring it in the old-fashioned way here. All right, so blueprint designer, rail, train support. What are you looking like? Let's hit the old H button there. Okay, yeah. So that is the standard accelerator. So that's a largish platform. So they got that one here. What else we got? Train platform 4x3. So we got this guy here. What else do we got? I'm looking, I think, more for the 1x. I really shouldn't hit H or the shift key when I'm typing in ones. It makes things awkward. Okay, I'm going to start with this one here because this is kind of the more utilized tower. It's kind of the one that there's like 3 to these to every one of the other one here, so I'm going to start with this one here. So let's bring one of these guys in. Here we go. Let's gonna pull this guy out of here. We are going to return to our blueprint. We're gonna get our elevated tube support, and we got to rotate it. I think we go that way here. So there we go. So you can see it just nicely tucks in underneath the lamppost there. So we just put that in there. Okay, so this is going to be the updated one. Good opportunity here for me to rename things, because that is very annoying that you don't get to keep the original name, because this is a 5x5. You know what? Instead of me having to screw around renaming things and having multiple stuff and just basically an organizational nightmare, I have nothing going on over here at the moment. Eventually, you know, I might have some trains coming out here. But for now, I think I'm just going to put in a regular, good old standard 4x4. So let's go up to a 4-meter vertical and drive ourselves a bit of a platform here. Again, I am absolutely killing time until my modular engines are all done. Mind you, this is all still stuff that I'm going to have to do. So one way or the other, it's going to have to be done. So I'm just going to get a bit of a quick platform in here. Fancy tube support, yes. Yeah, actually trying to use more of the new cable girder beam thing. I really do kind of like those. They add a nice little decorative touch. All right, let's grab our into the special here. We're gonna grab a Mark 1. Just gonna toss that down there. Now I can actually load in properly my bluey printies. So we're gonna go with this guy here. So we'll start with them. You can see, doesn't yell at me, doesn't give me any kind of hassle, just cooperates, and that's what I like. All right, let's grab again one of our elevated tube supports. We put that guy there. Oops, hit the wrong button again. We go back now into here and we can save it. Make sure it's saving to the correct directory. So train support with hypertube, 1 long by 3 wide segment, 4 corners, yay. And actually can name this properly now. So it will show up as a duplicate in the, let's see, I did it again. No shifty there, shifty there, shifty, no shifty there. I still will have a second one. I'm gonna have to go into my blueprint menu here so we can do a quick edit. Yes, you can see there it is. So we're gonna do a quick little edit here. We're gonna go in here and we're going to remove this blueprint because we now have the proper one. All right, make sure you apply your changes and exit. Okay, so that's that one there. The second thing I want to do is I want to fix up again. Now that we have the kind of auto snap here, it gives me a little bit more freedom or a little bit opportunity here to set up for going uphill a little better. Let's get the correct ramp here. So what I'm going to do here is grab the 1 meter ramp, try and stand in place here. There we go. All right. And then we can go and we'll point it that way. Apparently I'm in the way here. What can I stand on to stay out of the way? Can I get up here? Yes, I can. Yay. So we're going to go like that. We're going to put one of those guys there. We're going to put one of those guys there. Now the only issue I might have for this part here is that's not quite long enough for the rail segment, because I'm going to put a rail segment down here again for the auto snap. So you can see that we have our when we're doing our blueprints now. So if I grab a blueprint here just so we can see, I hit R. You can see we now have the auto connect here, and if there's some rails there, I should be able to get it to snap into place, but I just need the little tail ends. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to go down to there. We are going to put a segment there. Again, I want it going uphill, downhill, going in the hilly direction here. So I don't do a little plateau as I go along. I just waved my hand, gave you a lovely little hand gesture that you can't see because, you know, that's the way my brain works. But we're going to put a little bit of train segment there. Then I can come back in here and I can remove those pieces like that because they look ugly, just kind of hanging there. And then now we have a nice little kind of rail support there. So we can now go back into our save menu here. So this is train 1x1 support, sloped. So we can add a little bit of description there. I'm trying very hard to remember to be a little bit better at putting in my descriptions, not screwing future Roland so much by giving as much information to myself down the road or down the rail, as the case may be. So this is a don't hit the shift there, 1 meter Do I want to go with the Canadian spelling, or do I want to go with that spelling? We'll just go with that spelling. 1 meter slope, and that should do it. Again, make sure we're going into the right directory here. That is going to go into here, add blueprint here. So train 1 by 1 sloped. Save it at the blueprint. And we are good with that. Okay, so that is those two guys. So now I'm going to again clear the blueprint designer. Let's bring up another blueprint. And let's get the train support back in. Now, we got a train support with hypertube, 4 long, 3 wide, straight. So what I want to do here is I just want to replace and kind of repair what's going on here so we stay elevated at the higher location. So again, it's just a hypertube adjustment here. So we can grab all of this stuff here. So again, just holding down the control key. Don't know why I said again, it's a little thing. It's my version of I say again a lot. Yeah, it drives me nuts. I don't think anyone ever notices, or no one ever says anything, but then how many people say anything about when you go but yeah, it's like a verbal tick, drives me crazy. All right, so I'm gonna keep the gap there. That is not even close to being where I want it to, where it actually needs to be. What am I doing here? Let's try this again. Take a little quickie sample here. There we go. That's better. And we'll put one at the end right there. And another one right there. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to nudge them right to the edge. Again, I'm not... See, there it is. I'm using the word again. It's not that there's anything wrong with saying again. It's just, it's the overuse. Especially when I say, you know, and again, I say, when it's the first time I've said it, it's just, it makes no sense. I mean, why? Why do I do that? What is wrong with me? Oh, the list is so long on that question. Anyway, here we go. Let's get this guy over to there. We get these guys connected. We go boomity boom, boomity boom. Those are way too far apart. Let's fix that. Yeah, I am still stalling for time, really in no hurry. Not like the modular motors load quickly. They do take a minute or 8 to get done. So there we go. In fact, it's only, I think I'm doing 2 per minute. So I need 56. So yeah, doing some mathies. Ain't gonna be quick. All right, let's grab our hypertube entrance, wherever that is hiding. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. There it is. Hypertube entrance going that way. Hypertube entrance going that way. Let's get some power wires connected up to that. We go from there to there, and from there to... actually, I guess they both go down to the power pole, and there we go. That should do it. So now they are connected. All right, excellent. And that, I think, is all I needed to do with these guys. So yeah, these are just kind of, you know, make sure we're all registered and organized and stuff like that. And then the other one is for just kind of filling in the span. Excellent. Yeah, give a little bit of nicer visibility too. Maybe, you know what? Couldn't hurt for these ones here. Let's put some lights on there. So we'll go into our organization. I'm gonna grab the 1 meter square, and we'll nudge that upstairs. Again, vertical nudge. And again, note. See, again, there's the word again. Again and again and again. Take note, there is that little triangle there, that little arrow pointing up. We know which way is up finally on our signs. Coffee stain. You wonderful, wonderful bastards, you. All right, let's get our sign configured. Go back into here. Let's grab our colors. So the background color is going to be, actually, they're all going to be this. What color do I want to make these? Let's actually make this something else. Let's give this kind of a nice color. Not that green. I'm thinking something a little bit more into the kind of teal. Maybe something along with that line. Let's copy the hex code here and paste it into the other three colors. Like so. And like so. There we go. And let's see what that looks like actually turned on and turn the glossy on. How does that look? Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, we'll just copy that. And then we'll paste it over there. There we go. All right, don't need to do anything, renaming or anything like that. We just need to save the blueprint again, make sure it's going into the correct directory, and off we go. All right, so that's got that. Let's just clear the blueprint designer, make sure we clean up after ourselves, and I think that is going to get me ready to start running the rail tracks wherever I'm going to be running them to, and depending on where I'm going to start them. Now, I am probably going to start them kind of over there. Whoops, I meant to land up top. So I'm probably going to extend out where I go up into my SAM ore there. I have that little track extension going through the little kind of under bridges and whatnot, because there's a nice little ramp area right over there. If we go into our photo mode here and zoom in, instead of doing like climbing up the sheer cliff wall, it's actually a nice little kind of way to get up through there without a really horrible slopes going on. Or if I am going to go down to where that crater lake is over there, I'm still going to need to go in that direction. Eventually, at some point, we are going to loop and join up with this main track here. I always like to make sure I have loops. You know, if a train needs to go from there to there, there's no sense in coming all the way back out here. But for now, again, we are just trying to scope out the actual end location. All right, back out of photo mode, and let's take a trip back to and see how we're doing here. So away we go. Make sure we're flipping our switch here. So pressing E to activate the switch. As a suggestion to Coffee Stain, not like any of them's listening to me, can you do those like you do with the train switches, is do a left and right arrow. Having to tab through E and make sure which way you're going, just no. I'd like to be able to do it blind just by using the arrow. That is my suggestion. All right, let's get back over to the little house. Kind of actually really liking how this is turning, this area's looking. There's enough variety here so it doesn't look like it's super repetitive, even though there are some repeating patterns and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just kind of feeling like a nice little factory city block type area, and that really is my nice aesthetic, which is, you know, I'm kind of glad I put in the little tower here. So, you know, nice. It's going to be a nice blending of kind of single use, single story, multi-story, single use, single story, single use. That's the circuit breakers, or circuit boards over there, and you know, whatnot. Just to kind of give that nice variety there. Oh, look at that. We're almost there. Need 4 more. No, I need 2 more. How many I need? 56. Oh, yeah, just picked up that Mercer sphere there. How we doing over here, guys? You should each be kicking me out too in a momentarily. Oop, there we go. You just spat out some. How about you? What did you just do? Yeah, you just recently spat out some. Are they over here yet? Ooh, we're at 54. Come on. Okay, that's kind of hilarious. They added a glass clunk when you run into the wall. Yeah, that sounds like a helmet hitting the wall. Awesome. All right, what are we doing? What are we? Where are we? How are we doing over here, guys? Come on, just spit them out. Just about there. Yeah, so I have left these guys going. Like if we run over to here, got the adaptive units in this building. So I've set up a little container here as well. So yeah, I am still letting these guys run, not just to kind of keep this line going, not from any kind of, you know, need, just to make sure they can't be stopped. They have to always be working. No, these both the adaptive units and the modular motors will eventually be part of one of the next stages. So I figure I might as well build myself up a little bit of a surplus here. All right, how we doing, guys? Are we there yet? Oh, we are there yet. Let's grab these two and let's go get them. Now, I suppose I did kind of set up originally my stations here. You know, there's a train station that'll take stuff back to the main factory. But that seems a little silly here for just the little handful. I'm still going to need to ship things in and out. I may put the next stage final stage manufacturing, close the space elevator. I haven't really decided yet. Right now, I'm kind of more focused on getting that open. I'm going to wait for daytime. I want to see what's going to happen up there. So I'm going to wait for that looks pretty though. So, you know, I might need the train station there, but again, just kind of prepping for the future. All right, let's just make sure we have them all. We should now have 50. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, add a 0, 500, 100. Yeah, that's actually, yep, that's a good descriptive. Heard that sound way too many times at my house. It's very creepy when they do that and they just kind of lie there. Never mind. All right, that is all of them. Do I have enough inventory space on me to carry everything? Not quite, so I'm going to need to send some stuff up the old dimensional depot line. You guys aren't going anywhere. Yeah, so trying to keep my inventory clear as I'm running around the forest, grabbing things like turbo motors and fused modular frames, and I got to drop more of these guys off. I seem to have jammed the line here a little bit, so yeah. Is there anything in here that I'm carrying that I don't actually need to be carrying? By that I mean ores or anything. Anything that I've got multiples that I don't really need. Can I add more to that stack? Not really. So you know what? We're just going to trash them. And the reason I need that is because I need to get into here, because that is all of my stuff for the space elevator clearance. All right, we can run back here. Signals are working. That's the only kind of thing. Well, roundabouts, using path signals like that, I might, you know, maybe it's better to use block signals. I don't know. I haven't really done any testing. This is the kind of correct way when it comes to the quote unquote correct way when it comes to using switches, or the kind of recommended. Whenever you have a diverging path, you put a path signal in. Whenever you have a converging path, you use a block signal. I could get away with a block signal here, especially considering that it's really not a lot of traffic. The advantage with the block with the path signal is that if you have a train coming in from this direction that's going that way, and you've got a train from this direction that's going that way, they will never really collide with each other. So, or, you know, if there is a situation where they're not going to interact with each other, block signals will still stop them, but a path signal will allow them to take their own individual paths simultaneously. So, you know, there are advantages and disadvantages. The biggest disadvantage is that the path signal does not really calculate until whatever gets past the last block signal. And in a tight roundabout like this, that means they can slow down quite significantly. Speaking of choo-choos, there comes dropping in another load of quartz. All right, as we come in, I'm just gonna hit the brakes a little by hitting the back S key, so just kind of slow myself down, make sure I can see which way I'm going. I am going in the correct direction. Excellent. Here we go. From finally, after weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, we finally get to send the next set of stuff up. Oop, that I'll be doing from over here. So let's grab the control panel here. Let's throw in our modular engines. Let's throw in our adaptive units. Apparently I already had 38 of those on me. Let's seal up the old canister there. Yay, yay, and yay!
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 3 project part shipment is finally ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 3 will be completed and the main body will be constructed. You should know how this works by now. You'll get access to Tiers 7 and 8 in the hub. In fact, perhaps you should just go look at the technologies there yourself. It's all laid out so that even a monkey could understand it, so you should have no issues. Speaking of which,
Spicy
I don't
lady.
think you need a reminder about project parts.
Oof.
Instead, I will be providing some interesting facts.
Easy.
Did you know the average pioneer succeeds at saving the day? Did you know the average pioneer knows how to optimize pipe throughput? Did you know the average pioneer stays late at work because they care about humanity? Anyway, I thought you might want to know more about your peers. Good luck in Phase 4.
Thank you, Ada. All right, here we go. Sending it up. Let's get the heck out of the menu here. Let's get into our camera mode here. Hide the UI so we can watch the show. I meant to send this. Oh, what am I do? I did it too early. I meant to wait. I'm so too excited. I'm never gonna see what happens. Damn it, that was stupid. And there's no going back. Oh, good. It cleared the close. Oh, here we go. Here we go. And there it is. All ready to go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, let's go have
Phase 3 of Project Assembly completed. Fixit's predictions indicate pioneers should generally reach this point faster with above-average results, but we should all adjust our expectations according to the situation. It is understandable. The pressure and complexity will only increase from here, so be sure to take on Phase 4 with efficiency and competence.
Are you done with? Yeah, yes, silly girl. All right, let's go have a look in here. There we go. Bauxite refinement, aluminum scrap, aluminum ingot, LCAD sheets, casings, bauxites. I've already got that, so that doesn't make any difference. Lovely, lovely hover pack. Convenient for working around your factories, but honestly, I'd still prefer the jetpack. That's nice. The biggie. New Mark 5 belts. Yay. Another biggie. Not dying from all the stupid radiation. Pardon me, radiation everywhere. Control system development. What the hell are you? You are supercomputers, blenders, assembly director systems, radio. So this is our batteries and stuff. Why are you flashing? I've done all you. Why are you flashing? You know flashy flash. Tier 8. What do we got in Tier 8? Aeronautical engineering. So we got our drones. We get our nuclear power. Advanced aluminum. What comes in the advanced aluminum? Heat sinks, resource well pressurizer. So that is useful. There's a lovely oil node pressurizer up there and lots of water nodes. Leading edge production, that gives us our minor Mark III, our turbo motors, and our thermal propulsion rockets. And particle enrichment is to get into our plutonium. So lots to do. We're going to need to get cooling units up. We're going to need fused modular frames. The turbo motors. This is never a good one. The turbo motors are kind of awful, but no help for it. Why are you doing that? You're really annoying me. Stop it. Maybe if I go out, yeah, why? Like, why? All right, bauxite refinement. What do I need for this? Let's just get this done. No problems. Got all that stuff in inventory. Let's just throw what we have into the system already. Grab some more computers. Hey, boys, how you doing? Let's go grab some more computers. Are down here. There they are. Let's grab 2 stacks of them. Our heavy modular frames. We're gonna need 1 stack of those. Ooh, it did not hold all of the buttons. There we go. Just want. How many do I have actually on me? I'm gonna throw the 9 back there. That way I actually have 50 in inventory. The motors are over here. So I need 250 of those. I got nothing on me. I've already I haven't loaded really that many. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks is the motors. And then we need the rubber, which is right here. And that's interesting. You're not really filling that fast. Why? Because I am backlogged on rubber like you wouldn't believe. So that's a bit curious. I'm gonna have to go look into that to see why you're not loading into the inventory system. How about the plastic? Yeah, see the plastic, same thing. We'll just have to have a look. Okay, let's get this stuff loaded in. And load our computers, load our frames, load our motors, load the rubber. Push the big red button. Pull the lever, crunk. And off you go.
Milestone reached. Bauxite is refined into aluminum products via a multi-step process. Considering your past achievements, you should have the minimum required skill to overcome these new production challenges. If it helps, many others have done this before, so if you fail, someone else will eventually succeed.
She's so motivating in her speeches, isn't she? All right, so we can start thinking about the next one, and I think that is going to be... What do I want to do? Probably, yeah, see, I have to have it all up and running for this stuff. There's nothing really in here. So what I'm deciding here is when do I want to start doing my hard drive research, because I want to maximize the chances of the spin, because there are some bauxite recipes or aluminum recipes that I really want to have. Because surprise, I have blueprints that I want to use for it. Yeah, it's hilarious. We've been working with sulfur for how long, and we finally get it. I mean, we use it for black powder, for goodness sakes. All right, let's see what we got to see on the map here. So where is our bauxite hiding out? So yeah, we can see that we are really right close to a normal one there. We got an impure there. Got normal there. We got impure. Hate this forest here. Do not want to build down in the forest. This is where all the big trees are. This is where all the radioactive hogs and stuff are. What I do need to do is, do I have a radar tower down in here? I don't know if I have a radar tower down there. Let's see, radar tower. Yeah, I do have a radar tower right there. Not really a huge detection ring. Because I kind of want to see what's down here. Let's take a quick run up there and hit it with the scanner. All right, oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and say hello to the boys before we take off. Give them a good little pat on the head and see what they've found for us. Hi, little fella. Oh, got some more fused modular frames. How about you, buddy? You gave me a little bit of Sam. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Steve. You know what? I'm going to change your name. You're now Doug. So we have Bob and Doug. Meaningless to non-Canadians. All right, let's get back into the hypertube. Let's get over to the power station and let's get into the hills and see if where we can find our bauxite for the next stage. And we're already switched off that way, so off we go. So again, just trying to decide where I want to do it, so how I'm going to run my tracks. Aluminum is, again, one of those products that just kind of sucks. Super multi-prong, steppy, lots. So I kind of, yeah. Let's get up to the SAM here. Probably should put in a booster right about there. There we go. And we can come out over here. So our SAM ore is being collected. Now there was a bauxite right above the SAM ore here. You do not need to be there. Keep your work site clean. And up. Yeah, of course there's radiation over here. Why wouldn't there be? There we go. I just want to get a little bit of an elevated platform here because now I want to scan for the bauxite. So there's some over there. And there we go, 720 that way. What are you? You are pure. You are impure. You are normal. You are normal. So that, I think, is the 4 we have up here. How awful would it be to grab a power tower up here with a radar tower? I'm thinking maybe not as hard as one would think. So we'll snap you. Put that there. That one there. That one there. Because then I can grab a 4x. Put across here. Like that. Let's get rid of these guys. And we'll just kind of put a little platform up there. I should be able to throw a wire down there. Just have to find a place to grab some power from without interfering with me choo-choo. And that what can be coming from here to... I have a lovely little staircase going down here. I don't remember putting that in. It's always nice to discover things that the past you have done that present you has no clue of because, well, you've got the memory of a goldfish. All right, let's put that there. And I need to have a power tower to tie that into. Where can I mount it? Because I don't think I can make you reach that high up. Yeah, so wire is too long. However, you do kind of go to there. Will you reach to there? No, of course you won't. Well, if we put something here, nice 1x1. There and there. Won't interfere with the windows. Hopefully this doesn't look like a dog's breakfast. Come on. Lay down flat. Go down flat. There we... No. No. There you go. That's what I want. Okay. Now I can go grab a regular one of these because they are gigantor otherwise. Again, just hit the old H for the infinite nudge. Maneuver you into place. Make sure you're facing a direction that I approve of. Not really, actually, so we're gonna have to give you a little bit of a rotate here. We'll go 90. Again, we'll hit the old H for the old nudgy nudge. And let's bring you this way. Actually, you probably should be centered on this anyhow. There we go. Ladder's fine there. That's fine there. I think you are not centered. Are you centered now? Now you centered. Now you centered. Now you centered. And we can connect that into there. Perfect. I mean, at some point I'm going to need to run power up to this area anyway, because at the very least, I mean, I could use the trains to move the power along. Just, I haven't been, you know, ever since they gave us the power towers, haven't been really relying on the trains. In fact, I try to power just the trains as their own independent thing. And it just, I find it works a little nicer. Okay, can I? No, it's too far away. Of course, I can't put a power line on there. Now, do I want to go with one of the prefabs? No, that doesn't make much sense. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to tuck this into the corner here. Like so. Went like so. We'll get you tucked into the corner there. Now when I can grab myself a power tower. Let's start with you like that. That'll bring the wire up to there. Yeah, that's good. That's all right. That's all right. And nudgy, nudgy, nudgy. Oop, come back a nudge. There we go. That's lovely. Nice and centered. Now we can go and grab our power wire and it will allow us to reach now. So there we go. So now I have power coming up to here. Why is that significant? Why does that matter? Well, I'm going to put another platform kitty corner to this one right there. I'm going to see if I have the bits and bobs and all the fun stuff, because I'm going to put a radar tower. Missing crystal oscillator. Of course I am. It's not like I'm going to waste a dimensional immersive sphere and a dimensional depot on those. So I'm going to have to take a quick run back to the main base. Yeah, I can't do it while I'm in the space elevator. I was going to add it to my to-do list. But that's okay. The probe has returned anyway, so we can get the next recipe, which will be our Marky 5s. Because it'd be nice to be able to get our Mark 5 belts up and running. I might even splurge some tickies to grab the necessary components to start building them right away. So I don't have to go into retrofit. So I think I'm gonna do that while I'm back. I forgot to pay attention again. And you build up so much speed. And away we go back. And still, yeah, so far this has, with using the boosters and stuff, really is still the fastest mode I've found for getting from point A to B. So much so that I don't worry about having to return back. Now, when I start building on the other side of the world, I might start setting up satellite depots, but for now, everything's still close enough that I don't have to worry about it. All right, there we go. Let's get these idiotic oscillators. I still hate them the most out of everything. Ooh, that's a bit of a daunting list up there. Yeah, the nuclear past really isn't that challenging. Yeah, there's so many things in there. There's one in there that has the turbo motors. Yeah. Oh, I need 200 AlCAD sheets to unlock those. What do I need to do the hazmat suit? I just need some casings. What is more important right now? Not you. I think you are what I'm going to unlock. So I'm going to go splurge on some tickets. Ada doesn't like it when I do this, but you know what? Tough. So I got 30 tickets in there. How we doing over here, by the way? Got 58 tickets. Let's grab some, do some that, and we'll do some shopping. And if they didn't want us using it, they shouldn't have put it in the store. All right, now that we got everything unlocked, we can grab, so that is a stack of 200. I'm gonna grab 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks and 2 of this. I mean, a whopping total of 10 tickies. Let's buy those and throw them into our inventory.
Purchase confirmed. Promotion delayed by X times part value plus fix-it stock value.
Yeah, so it does come at a cost doing this. It does kind of slow down my overall rating and whatnot, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. It's like the same thing as I'm gonna be buying some turbo motors at some point as well. Cause I want to be able to put in my Mark III. Where was that? That was leading edge production. I want to do my Mark III miners. Eventually heading up to the Mark IV, which I'm guessing are hiding behind here somewhere. And of course, the Mark IIIs do require turbo motors. All right, yeah, this is where everything just starts getting much. Why am I running away from there? I actually wanted to be there. This is where most things start getting even more complicated now, like super complicated. So let's just push ahead here. All right, what am I going to need? I'm going to need 300 or so more of those, and let's say 500 more of those. Moving on. All right, so how many did I need? I needed 5 of these stacks, so we'll go 1. Nope. Stop holding both buttons down. Ooh, inventory is getting quite loaded here. You know what? Before I do anything else, I am carrying a lot of excess stuff. So we don't need to have on here. I'm going to get rid of the pulse. Going to get that out of my inventory. Certainly that. Don't care about regular Noblex. Gonna leave that. Don't need the turbo motors. So I do actually have some turbo motors, so I could get into those miners right away. Absolutely don't need the ore. Sorry, buddy. Don't need the adaptives. Yeah, doing well on the old power shards here. Turbo fuel I'm going to leave behind. What else do I not need to have on me right now? I like to have a good smattering, which is why I have some of this and some of that. There we go. I knew I didn't need those, and I don't think I need those. There we go. All right. Now I should be able to grab everything. Where is the steel stuff? That is down here. There you are. We'll grab our encased beams. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So 4 stacks, and that'll leave me with some in my inventory. Reinforced or stitched plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's just throw those 4 back in there and grab ourselves a little extra stack there just for our own purposes. All right, and let's get this stuff uploaded. So you can go, and push the button.
Milestone reached. Fixit dedicated this milestone to the conveyor belt and lift Mark 5. They may be implying that your factory could be further optimized. While they are correct, I believe they are setting unreasonable expectations. Having all of humanity very definitely relying on your work is a lot of pressure. It's a good thing I'm here.
Yep, certainly is, Ada. Thanks for the help. All right. Let's think about what the next step I want to do here is. Do I want to do the hover pack yet? Not really that hard to deal with. The hazmat, not really. And I think I almost want to do the hazmat suit next. Just because working up there, there is so much radiation up there. All right, so I need 50 gas filters. Do I have the bits and bombs to make my gas filters? What do I need for gas filters? I need fabric and coal. I'm going to set a to-do list. I know, I just realized I'm still in the middle of setting up a radar tower, but, you know, while we're here. So I need 100 fabric and 200 coal. Do I have the bits and bombs to make that much fabric? What do I need to do to make 100 fabric? So we go down to here, look for fabric. So I need mycelia and I need biomass. Things that I haven't really been looking for that often. I know I could actually set up some polymer fabric. I'm pretty sure I have that recipe, so let's go fabric. No, I have never selected that recipe. Oh, do I? Or do I take the hit again? I'm an impatient man. I know. It's like buying a better game, but you know what? You do what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy the fabric. There we go. All right, and let's go grab our coal. And that should be easily available from any of the stuff over here. Like right there. How much coal did I need? I need 200 coal, so I can just steal out of you. And steal out of you. And you guys will just refill right away, though. There we go. Have all the coal we're gonna need. Just still waiting for the countdown. Just a minute 42. I'd like to get the hazmat suit situation dealt with now. Nope, I want to be over here so I can make my filters. So now we can make 50 filters, so we'll just let that crank out. Yeah, don't worry, the sound didn't disappear. I just went off screen. Yeah, something changed. It used to be that, again, I got a whole new system here. It used to be that if I selected off screen, it didn't kill the Satisfactory's audio, but it does that now. There we go. We got our 50. We've got 100. Yeah, so we're ready to rock out when that guy gets back, which is in 49 seconds. Come on. That's some really high cloud up there. You know what? While we're waiting here, whilst we are waiting, I really should put up a shelf, but I don't feel like emptying everything. Yeah, see, I had the mycelia. I just don't know whether I have the biomass. Oh, here he comes. And whether I want to cut trees down again. I like being past the cutting down trees stage of this thing. All right. Right, hard drives. Let's grab some hard drives here. And let's start getting some of our, hopefully, aluminum research. So we got 11 hard drives. And yes, it is very nice. Thank you. It is very nice that you can now literally deconstruct the crash pods. That is great. So no more having to remember to put down a power pole or you know, fighting through the critters and realizing I've already done this one. Now you just remove them. I'm not sure what the hell I'm getting out of it beyond just cleaning up behind me, but you know what? Just the mere convenience that I don't have to worry about seeing them. All right, let's get our hazmat suit done up here.
Milestone reached. The hazmat suit protects the wearer from radiation by consuming iodine-infused filters. You may find this protection essential if you are going to finally get around to saving humanity. I previously gave you compliments in an attempt to inspire you, but it might have given you the wrong idea. I will definitely be totally honest with you from this moment on. Here is a demonstration of a truthful compliment. That suit looks like it was made for you. Because it was.
Thank you, Ada. All right. Again, I'm just gonna buy my fabric. I just really couldn't be chuffed to do it otherwise. I'm gonna buy some of those, and while I'm here, I know they're in here somewhere. I'm sure of it. Under equipment. Yep, there we go. Radiation ooh. Yep, and how many is in there? That's 10. Let's just grab some of those. Buy all of them. I know I'm not gonna get the kind of credit for my work here, but protection is protection, and I'm doing this now because I'm gonna need to run up in there, and there's so much freaking radiation up in there. I just wanted to get it over and done with. All right. Oh, don't make two of those. All right, so we got our hazmat suit. Yay! Let's put it on. We got to go to this menu. We can double click on there. There we go. We now have our hazmat suit, and no longer do I have to worry about radiation, specifically those stupid radioactive hogs. You got 7 minutes to go. Let's go put in our radar tower, and let's go fight our way to that bauxite and figure out where we want to start setting up our Lumen. I am going in the correct direction. Yay! And away we go. Okay, almost there, and run across after smashing into a post. Up we go. Like I say, really got to put in a booster there. I might clean this line up a little bit too. And probably gonna need a junction to get up here. But for now, do I have it on me? I do. Let's put that in our hand. Let's just run up here. Probably by the time I've done all this, I could have jetpacked up there, but you know what? Every once in a while, you just gotta ride the wire. Whee! And off we go. Let's see if I can't climb this again. I'm just gonna climb up to the top here. Ooh, getting better look at the orbiting platform. So I think she said that is actually fully built now. I am falling. I fell. Okay, this is why we put guardrails on things. That is not OSHA compliant, is it? Yeah. What's even more remarkable is the amount of time it took me to figure out that I'm actually falling. That's the best part. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to clean this nonsense up. That is just, what is going on here? In fact, you know what? I can't, no. This is the distraction time. This is the distraction time. Let us do the distraction. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go boop, boop. I'm gonna partially embed it in. Let's grab you. I love the fact that we have vertical nudge now. I really do. I really appreciate that, guys. Like, gang, you are crushing it. And by gang, I mean our coffee stain friends. You are just the cat's meow. All right, let's put that there. We'll put that one there. We are going to eliminate you, and eliminate you. And then we can just fall onto there. We grab this, we go in here, over to there. And let's see what mode gives us the nicest. Ooh, curve, lovely. We'll use a nice curve there. And over here, you do nothing. Why are you there? I don't know, but we're gonna get rid of you. We're gonna take you out. That sounds so ominous. Gonna take you out. Let's grab our 2B supports. So we'll put one there, and we'll put one there. You guys are all in the right spot. No, of course you're not. Why would you guys be in the right spot? Let's move you forward in one. You actually, no, that works. That's okay. That's okay. Because we are going to do... Where are you? Where are you? Hypertube entrance. Hypertube entrance. Grab our power wires from back there. Connect. Connect. And then we can reconnect our tubey tubes. Where are you coming from? You're coming from down here, so we'll go from here. Probably curve is going to do a nice... Okay, let's take that out. There we go. What does curve give me? Can you just hold in place? You don't want to hold in place. Okay, you know what? Fine. But that is a nice gentle path. Okay, that's good. Guess we need to take this out. We'll just connect you over to there. You hitting that block? Yeah, you're going right through that block switch, aren't you? Well, you know what we can do here, though? We can take this section of track out temporarily. We can reconnect you in there. Take the block switch. Go back into and grab the block switch, because right now it's a little bit brokey. Because what I want to do is I can pull. Where are you? Can I pull you and reposition you just slightly off center? There we go. Hold you in position. Nope, you're crashing through there, so we're gonna have to try and come around a little bit further around the corner. Come on, man. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna replace this whole section of track from here all the way around the corner to... You're really being a bit of my pain in my necky here, aren't you? Why? Why are you being so difficult about this? Stop being difficult. I mean, seriously. What are you... Why? Why? All right, you know what? Let's completely... No. Bad track. All right, fine. All I want to do is fix my hypertube, and it's not letting me. All right, there we go. So now I can put the block signal wherever the hell I damn well want, which is right there. That's all it needs. All of that just to do that. Like, really? Oop, man's research is done. Okay, again, let's put in the boosters. Where's my hypertube entrance? There it is. Put one there, put one there. Grab our power line. That's number 6 on the old toolbar there. Let's grab you and plug you in there. All right, now we can run back down here. And we have a handy dandy ma'am. What did I get? Please be something good. Rubber concrete, no. Tempered copper ingots. No, I already have that one. Yeah, there we go. Alcad casing. Yeah, so you're going from 60 to 112. That is what I want. Give me all the aluminum recipes. I want nothing but aluminum recipes. Thank you very much. All right, let's get that radar tower up so we can finally decide on where we're going to put our bauxite. So we can start building some railroad tracks. Yeah, that is definitely moving a lot better now. Thank you. Nope. Didn't actually mean to go into the tube. I wanted to go around the tube. And I got vacuumed right back in. All right, avoid that. Because I think I want to replace this little section of track here using the curve. And will you just hold there? Thank you. Yeah, see, that looks nice. The curve is so much cleaner. Yeah. Let's again ride our power lines up just because it's fun. Hello, everybody up there. Hope you appreciate all my work. You can always send donuts. Wee. Yeah, that's a lot of power down there now. All right, am I finally ready to bloody well get this radar tower in? Yes, I think I am. Okay, watch me have now literally taken everything out. Okay, good. Looks like I can still put the damn radar tower in. Where is the power connection? It is right there. That is convenient. We need to go to here. We are going to put a little power pole right there. We are going to put let's say we're going to put a power pole right here. Put a power pole. Well, it won't let me go there. Will you let me snap into place though? What if I nudge you? Can I nudge you into there? No, I can't nudge you into there. So we'll just come back to here. And then we can connect into there. And now our radar tower is doing its thing. Where's the ladder? Here it is. Let's go all the way up to the top here. Yeah, you know, the hover pack cannot reach the top of the radar tower. There is not enough juice. All right, where's the platform? There it is. No, absolutely no reason for me to go all the way to the top beyond the fact that, hey, let's go all the way to the top. All right. So let's now have a look at our map. Actually, let's do this and we can see. Look at that. We can actually see the ring. I know it is really close to my other tower here. That's down here. But it is encompassing. Okay, so look at that. We have a good coal node there. We have a good coal node there. We have, you know, these are decent coal nodes. They're not, you know, pure or anything like that. But they are normal. And with the Mark III, which I hopefully will be... Did I unlock it? I don't remember. But even having a good, fast Mark II. Yeah, so we're not doing any impures. We're not doing a normal. So yeah, so there are lots of access to the coal. We got our pure node there. Let's head that direction. In fact, let's put a map marker down right there. So we'll grab a map marker and we'll drop you into place. We'll call you Alum Scouting. And the main thing is let's make sure you're highlighted. So we have a nice big line. So right over there, that's where we're thinking. And when I say we, I of course mean that's where I'm thinking. I honestly don't know what you're thinking. I can't read your mind. Okay, we can head back over there now. I'm gonna need to get a better run out here because this is really slow. And we come down here and away we go. All right, let's test our red suit here. First thing I'm gonna do is have a look under what's this boulder. See if I got anything. Oh, hello you. Hello, hi. Don't mind me. Ow, there he is. Hi, how you doing? Nope, don't mind me, don't mind me. Really, everything's fine here. Ah, no, no, no! Ow. Yeah, well, you have that. Hopefully you fall off the cliff. Oh. Did I kill him? I think I killed him. Did I kill him? I killed him. Well, that went a little easier than I expected, to be honest. Huh. Cool. Screw you. Where was I going? I was going right over here. Ooh, terrain ain't great. So we are gonna need to be elevated. Yeah, let's oh, geez. Let's get back up here. And let's see what we're working with here. So I'm just gonna do a little deforestation here, throw some of the cluster munitions around. Really redistribute. Zaboomy. Yeah, I want lots of big bang. Lots of big bang. I want like to start a new universe with a big bang. That actually did a pretty good job. What do we got over here? Let's get rid of all you. I should be collecting that myself because I'm getting low on, but I don't care. I didn't need to do that. I meant to do this. There we go. All right, so bauxite is right over here. Yeah, completely surrounded. Let's clean out some of the locals here. So we'll just kind of carpet bomb them. Try not to walk off of steep cliffs. That's going to get stuck. So let's do the first boom so I can see where they're actually hiding. Hey guys, where'd you go? Seriously, where did you guys go? Hello. Hello. Is there anybody here? I chased them all away. Cool. Oh, there they are. Hi, guys. Oh, there's a purple slug over there. I have one of these. Hi, come back. I got something for you. Oh, Kobe, did you see that? Right on his nose. Oh. Good old dependable mouse may not be so dependable anymore. You've got to be dead, right? Like, no, you survived that blast? No, you're dead. You're totally dead. You guys are actually dead, right? Yeah, so you're not homing in anymore. You're disposed of. All right, let's grab. I heard that. Ooh, echoes. Huh. Yeah, I guess I did get them all. Cool. More boom boom, please. Not that I need them at the... Oh, hello. Hi. Did you forget yours? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Come here. Come here. Come here. Ow. There you go. Ouch. All right, where are you? Buried in the boulders. Okay, there we are. So, we still haven't really come to a clear consensus, have we? I still haven't decided where I want to put the factory. Because we're gonna need like a little rail network regardless. Yes, that's right.
Bigger, your blood thicker, your bones many, your organs more.
Hello to you too.
We have composed you a learning song.
That is a welcome surprise. Do be careful not to overload my blood's extremely fragile organic systems. On that note, I have been working on making them redundant.
Our rhythm is patient and harmonious.
You truly are a far superior collaborator than humanity.
I didn't like the sound of that. Ada? We good? Huh? Like, you know, we're still okay up there? Okay. Oh. Ooh. Ah! No, 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 no. That's a no, 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 no. Ah! I'm running. I have to land. Where the heck, dude? No, no. No. Yeah, okay, you guys do that stuff. No. Where'd you go? Hello? I can hear you. You slippery little... How many freaking bullets does it take to kill you? Where are you? No. No, no. No, no. Yeah! Ow. That's what you get. Oof. Okay. So this is, yeah, big part of why I hate the frickin' red bamboo forest. Stupid ass spiders. Okay, what was I looking for? I was looking to see where that coal node is. So the coal node is over here. So let's run, let's actually, here, let's do this coal. So as I was saying before that bloody spider and Ada and everybody interrupted me, is I'm gonna need a bit of a circuit up here regardless, and that's, yes, again, I said regardless, because they're kind of spread apart, right? And I will eventually need the majority of them, at least two, if not all three. So the normals and maybe even the impure. So we are going to have a bit of a rail network going through there. Now, do I put it as part of the main network? Or do I put like a separate network? Let's just clear these guys out of here. Let's get you out of there. Oh, there's something hiding underneath me here. Let's see what's underneath here. Because there's my coal node. Hello. Hey, Mr. Big Hog. Are you supposed to be guarding some coal or something? What are you supposed to be guarding? Here, I got a present for you. Come back. Can you come back? I want to show you something. I have something for you. I have a present. Come on, I have a present. Don't you want your present? Wow, you're taking a beating. Ow. You know, okay, you know, I was trying to have a discussion with you, but if you're just going to shoot your mouth off like that, should I get it? Shoot his mouth off. See, yeah, you're being a distraction here, bud. See, you know, I tried to have a rational discussion with you, but you fell asleep standing up. Like, okay. Why are you standing? Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, a little minor distracting. Okay, where were we? Yeah. So, I'm thinking somewhere around here, because I can work my rail up through there, pass through here, and I got a nice little opening in this kind of giant wall here. That'll bring me up into here. Everything's going to have to be quite elevated. Oh, now what? You know what, guys? How about, you know what? No, we're not, no. No, I don't, no. Oh, that's gonna explode. That's gonna blow up right in my face. Hey, you. You still not dead? I'm gonna chase you off. That was the most useless throw. Oh, actually, I did actually manage to catch something there. All right. Yeah, so I'm thinking, because there's the bauxite right there. There's the coal right there. So if I maybe... I can hear you. If I clear this area out here... as we flush everybody out of their little forced retreat... I'm trying to feel bad about doing this, but they make it hard. And off we go. And over there. Like so. So, yeah. I keep... Okay, the reason I keep throwing them short is because I'm using the trigger button to reload. And I've got such a habit of not having one in hand ready to go that I'm just... Because I'm usually running around like this when I don't have one, so I do a quick reload, and that's why I'm throwing ones at my feet, basically. I need to make sure I look, then pull the trigger. You know, do you have one or not have one? Use that to determine when you throw short. Yeah, so the other advantage is I think it's right around here. There is an actual close, yeah, right here. So what we also have is we have a no oil liquidy thingy, whatever, right there. So it's actually in a pretty good location. It's relatively open here. I will have to, you know, put the factory itself on stilts. That did not reach. Let's try this one. That did not reach. Let's grab you and let's put you in place of that, and that way I can shootsies. Let's do some shootsies. Where did that go? Oh, am I out? No, I'm not out of explosive, just the regular stuff. That's why I didn't see boom boom. There we go. Oh, that actually shoots further than I thought. I can hear you guys snorkeling down there. Hi. Hi. Hey guys, where are you going? Are we playing fetch? Well, here, let me throw a stick for you. You want another stick? I got more sticks. Got lots of sticks. How about that? Is that a good stick? Yeah, so I think I'm going to do it all up in here. So we'll get, yeah, because then I could grab water from down there as I need it, as the train kind of comes through. I have a little spur line that picks up water and hauls it up here. Easy enough to get hauled down there. So we need to, yeah, I think this is where I'm going to bring my rail through. Okay, so let's clear up some of the local fauna and flora. Hi, guys. Yeah, it's cute when you paw the ground like that. It's so adorable. Might as well grab some barrel nuts while I'm here. Let's get rid of some of these stinky rocks. No more farty rock for you. No more farty rock there. No more farty rock. You farty rocks, no, you no need to be here. All right, let's collect up our little yellow buddy here. Man, they are bright, aren't they? Wow. Nice little bit of slime trail behind. There's another yellow slug over there, but I'm not worried about him right now. We're gonna have to clear this out. I don't have to, but I'm going to. Because I have a jetpack, I can get over that, and the track will be high enough that I don't need to worry. Yeah, so I think we're gonna come up through here. What am I hearing? What am I hearing? I'm hearing you. Hi. What else am I hearing? That was a lot of noise for one little blue slug. God, everything's so loud now. I can hear growls, but you know what? Let's just see if we can't get in here quickly and grab the Mercisphere.
Live, laugh, consume.
Oh, hello. I found you. Ooh, summer sloop. Hi, guy. I don't care about you. Let's move on. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go up through that notch right there. Ow, that was a lot further than I thought. Hi, guy. Now to get up here, though, this is actually a 2-stage. I'm gonna need, because the big lake is still further down there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to come up here. So we'll go up through there. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm a-hearing something. I'm a-hearing something. I'm a-hearing you, I think. Distraction slug. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna come down the lake. We'll turn. Didn't I just pick you up? Stop collecting slugs that you don't need. Yeah. Oh, good Lord, there's another one. Okay. Genuinely, he is along the way. I'm not going back or anything like that. He is actually on my route. Who are you? Where are you? Hey, got something for you. Ooh. Ow. Hey, you know what? You know what? No. 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 Bad hoggy. Bad hoggy. Missed. I know I ate that one too, but because there's our rail. Eventually I will get some proper supports and stuff underneath there. I realize that floaty things aren't a great look. But now I can finish this little bridge section off here. Let's get a light on and so let's finish this off. Let's get this all done. Which way are you rotated? You're rotated like that. I got my zoop turned on so we can come out this way. I'm gonna land on this rock. Hopefully doesn't put me in the water. It does not. Oh my god, he actually looks waterlogged. That was easy. Yeah, so let's grab some more. That is actually a 4 meter. We zoop you out. We grab you. I'm gonna run over here so I can again double check what direction and rotation you are. So we'll come down to here. Yep, I see it. I see it. Don't worry, I see it. God, you burn through a lot of homing ammo with this thing. Do a quick reload. Usually takes a full magazine. There we go. Okay. Let's collect up our bounty. Thought I saw one more of them floating around, but no, I guess he decided that he was gonna leave. Look at that. Nope. Not that button, that button. All right, let's bring our track out here. There we go. And there we go. Want to do something to make it look not quite like it is just a random floating structure, so we'll put that there. We're going to... Please stop that noise. We are going to put that there. And that there. There. So it's not quite such a obviously floating platform. Yes. Yeah. Okay, let's grab our track. Hello, you. Yep, we can take the buffer stuffs up now. Oh, that is something I'm gonna have to think about here for a quick sec. That's how am I gonna get over and along without it being just janky as all get out? And I think what I should be able to get away with is coming off of you, Popping you into here, giving you a nice straight line. Hit H, that'll actually hold you. So that's not bad. That's a clean line. I could also... Yeah, so you're snapping there as well. Oop, let's rotate you like this. Could also do that. Yeah, that'll work. Let's just do that. We'll come along here. Now I have no power or anything really up here, so I'm not going to worry about it. And we're going to put that there. Okay, so that's going to get the thing up there. Now we just need to start working on the track. But before we do that, what I am going to do though is I need to take a quick break here. So I keep doing that too soon. I keep doing it too soon. I hit the button too soon. I forget that I don't have the microphone over on that side. We'll be right back here. Just going to take a quick break, and then we'll get some track laid out. All right, be right back, guys. Ooh, that was a little violent return. Did I get your attention? Yay, I'm back. It's that little bio break, and got a nice little snacky from the wife. She went off to a local bakery and picked up some yummies. And they are very yummy, so pardon me for the chewing. But so good. Okay. So now I can run the tracks down to here. I can get the hypertube through. So I'm going to put the track down on the end. There. And grab the track from down here. Oh, there's the edge. There's the exit. Put you to there. And here's where the magic moment hopefully will happen now. I got my 2 track ends there. I will have to string power along, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, from somewhere. Because I need it for the hypertube. I'm going to use... Now, my choices of platforms here. So there are the 2 big differences between... What did you just build? What the hell? Y'all saw that, right? You're all seeing these, right? Oh my god, it's going off to build something on the platform. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's just weird. What the hell? Is this one does not have the accelerator on it? Whereas this one does. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start with this guy. We're gonna put you into auto connect. I can almost hear it. Are you connecting? Okay, let's see how I've not really done much with the auto connect yet. Okay, something's connecting here. Okay, hypertube is connected, tracks have connected. Let's lock them into place, and now I can move you pretty much wherever I want and nudge you into position, raise you up, and get you exactly where I want you. Maybe I'm going to point you... where am I going with you? I'm going further down that way, so I'm going to... And it kind of brings a nice little bit more... what will happen if I hold down control? Will that give me grid snap? No. The only thing I'm not... It's kind of not snapping to a grid or anything like that, but you know what? I don't think that's going to be a deal breaker. The big thing is I can lift it now. So if I go way over here, trying to avoid his attention because I don't want to screw around with him while I'm trying to place a track. Yeah, see, there we go. So I'm going to slide you all the way as far as you can go. Okay, so that's too long, so we come back a little bit. If I raise you up, raise you down, raise you up. Yeah, it's about the right height. How's my aim? It's pretty good, because we're gonna just now drop you into place. That's nice. Oh, that's so nice. Now I just have to find some power. String a power line through. And I think what I'll do is I'll just go along one of the tunnel runs there. So we'll grab you. Put you right there. So it should connect, theoretically, well, you can see it connected the tracks, it connected the hypertube, and once I have the power lines in their correct positions, it should also grab the power lines. In fact, looks like you are on the right side. Are you going to interfere with my train at all? Possibly. So I'm going to bring you around the corner. Actually, you know what? No. No, 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 no. That's just ugly. I don't want ugly. We are going to run all the way back. Because it looks like... Yes, you are long enough. I just need to be able to get a new... Let's see if I can get one of my wall mounts. Will you not mount there? Oh, you won't mount there. Damn it. What do I need to do to convince you? I probably need to grab you. I'll hit H because that'll force... Oh my gosh, where are you going? I'm gonna bring you in, lift you up, to there. Gonna take you out of there. I'm gonna remove you because I'm gonna do it again. Can I get away with that? Yeah, I should be able to get away. You know what? It's going to be there temporarily. It's not there. It's not a permanent fixture. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All I need is that. Once I have that in place, then I can get rid of it. Then I could put this back in. I can grab my power line, run it all the way back to the end of the tunnel, plug it into there, and my wire is now connected. Yay! We can get rid of this ugly ass thing here now. Grab our power wire again, and with the tube going in the direction it's going, nobody crashes to anybody. Everybody looks like they belong. Isn't it wonderful? Yay! All right. That's now we can just do this. And it is going right through my hypertube. That is incredibly unfortunate. I do not want it to do that. So I'm not going to. So instead, I am going to, again, try to connect. Come on, really far away. We'll bring a wee tower or power pole out to here. We'll put you right there. Something I gotta watch going forward is making sure. There we go. That everyone connects. Why aren't you? Are you not connected through? Who's not connected to whom? You're not connected to you. Oh, no. Oh, no. What? Huh? I don't know. Where are you? I don't know what's happening. Okay, you know what? Let's just... There. Ugly, you know what? It's gonna work. There. Hey, look, everyone... Why are you not plugged in? Oh, because way back, so far back, way back here, I never connected you guys, did I? Because I go up that direction there. You are doing nothing down here for me. All of that was for absolutely no freaking reason whatsoever. I love it when that happens. All of you just get rid of all of you. I still want the lights to make it illuminated. But all of this nonsense is irrelevant. It is ugly now. It is wasted material. Because where I'm actually connecting is up here. Which means I need to build a bit of a stand here. Right there. So we're going to do that. We're going to go like that. Nope, we're going to come back by one. I don't want to clip through the track like that. Didn't think that was great. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to see what is going on down here. maybe I'll just zip. Yeah, that'll work. That'll be fine. It's fine. Okay, so we'll put that up there. I'm going to build a little temporary worky scaffoldy thingy here. Like that. Just so I have a place to stand. We'll have to bring power around. Oh, I'm so happy. Kind of... So we need now our elevated tube support. There we go. That can go there. Grab our hyper tubey there, and then we run it down to there. And then I can get rid of, whoops, get rid of that. Stop hitting that button. We can grab our power line, and we can put you right there, and then my trains will not interfere, and then we can come down to here. Wire is too long. Oh, you'll reach to there, but you won't reach to there. Oh, okay. Sure, buddy. Whatever you say. That's fine. We'll just do that this way. Hey, look. Everybody has power. Yay! It usually... Oh, pipe it. What? Really? Crap fest. Damn it. Okay, well, I'm kind of glad I ran this down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something like that. Gonna grab my beam. Gonna change to freeform. Oh, that is not going to work there, but that's okay. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to fill in the bottom. What happened? Ooh, I can. Ooh. Nice. Because we are going to take you up to there. I'll put you here. We'll just kind of knock you down a little bit, and we'll give you a right to there. Didn't close it because I want to be able to get rid of the beam. So goodbye, Mr. Bean. And then we can come up to here. And then we can come down to here. Yes. In fact, what I'm going to do here instead, again, I'm going to go to my blueprints, grab my tube support. We can kind of slide you along there. So just things aren't quite so low, and we have a nice little bit of consistency. Now you should reach, right? Yes? Yes? You reach now? You reach now. Okay. Not awful, not great, but not super, super awful. Let me take a bite of my tasty here. That is some good tasty. Okay. That's one. Seemed to take a while. Seemed a bit awkward. But, you know, first time trying it. Okay, so let's get into now our 1x1, or our 1 meter, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to need to do a little blueprint fix here. Where do I want to? Let me just quickly throw down a regular blueprinter. Oh, Deuterium's sitting over there. You know, I seem to recall. Ow! Hey, dude, that was frickin' rude, man. Yeah, well, I can shoot things too. Huh? Yeah, see? I could shoot stuff too. Yeah, don't like it when it's the other way around, do you? Yeah, you're not happy with that, are you, huh? Yeah, how about that? Does that make you feel good? Huh? How's this? Are we doing okay now? You getting the point? Ow. Huh? Yeah, there you go. That's what you get. Anyway, I'm just gonna put down a blueprinter here. Very temporary blueprinter. Not blueprint, a blueprinter. Sure, you just float there for a minute. Because I'm going to need to do one little modification to my regular 1x1. Is I need to put some track on. And unfortunately, you do need a little bit more than one foundation. I'm in vertical. A little bit more than 1x1 or one of those. Oh, look at that. There's a bug popper. No! There and there. I'm gonna reload. Oh boy, a whole bunch of bug poppers there. I particularly hate these guys. There we go. Let's do another quick reload. How are we doing on ammo? Down to one magazine, or last stack. But that's okay. I just want to clear those guys out of there. Okay, so we'll just stand up here. Nope. There we go. And across the top here. And then we just need to grab some track. So we'll note. Hey, look at this. You can do this again. You know how much I've missed that? It's the little things in life. There we go. Put one of them there. And one of them there. You can grab those. Because you need to have a little bit of track. Now, I don't know how that's going to work on our snaps. But we'll find out. Even if just the tracks that connect and not the hypertube and not the wiring, I don't mind. I can live with that. Yes, it is already in use, and yes, I do intend to continue to use it. Let's clear the blueprint designer, and let's get out of the... Come on, let me out of there. And let's clear the blueprint designer. Where are your guts? I saw your guts. Where did your gut... I lost his guts. Where did I kill you? Oh, there you are. Where's the plant stuff? There's the plant stuff. So one of them. Don't know where the other one is. There it is. Oh. Ah, there's another one right there. Not anymore, there isn't. I don't care if there's radiation. Tough. You cannot hurt me anymore. And just to get the slug out of there. Okay. Where am I going? That might be something to figure out. Okay, so I want to get down to this lovely little opening down here. Yeah, we're gonna go past the arch here. I can hear another rock spitter. Actually, you know what? Oh, hello. I don't remember what I've done with you. Let's do a reload. He's running over there like, hey, what's going on, man? Aw, man, that's out of range. How about you? Are you in range? Why, yes, you are. So I don't know if I've done you yet. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no. Calm your shit down, guys. Just calm your shit down. Don't mind me. No! 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 All right. I don't. Oh, I didn't have rubber at the time. Cool. That reminds me, I'm pretty sure I have another hard drive. But yes.
Later records indicate
Hello.
this comes from the past, which is normal.
I thought I saw someone explode something over here. Anyway, I was just saying is now when I'm done, I can do this. And there we go. No more pod. I, again, still have no idea what I get out of it. I pretty much have to empty my inventory to see what gets put back into my inventory. All right, cool. Now, back into the list of distractions. Let's grab this. Now we can get our blueprint here. And I'm pretty sure I should have this set up somewhere, but oh, what are you doing? I'm gonna have to run back to base to find out what the hell's going on there. All right. Where are you snapping to? Why are you snapping to there? What if I turn you this way? You keep wanting to snap to there. Why? Why is that? Don't know. So, where's my power wire? So I'm gonna have to flip it. So we'll click there, rotate it around. Oh no, see, that's doing it that way. What the heck? Come on. No, 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 no. Maybe if I go into blueprint snap. And then, okay, that'll work. Okay, so blueprint snap will do the job for me. Excellent. Now we can see how far we can stretch. That's too far. We're gonna come to right there. And we'll lift you up. And I might even, no, I want to keep you nice and straight right now. And grab another taste of my little bite of my tasty. Let's turn that off for a quick sec. I want to try something. Now I'm going to shove you forward. Yeah, there we go. So I can just use my nudge to push it away. Is our faster way of nudging? No. Yeah, so this is actually, yeah, I think this is going to work reasonably well. Use the snap with the auto connect. There we go. Once we get too long, we can just back off by 1 and pop it into place. That way I have a nice straight bit of track. Now, like I said, it didn't connect the hypertube. But you know what? I can live with that because that is just an easy... Watch it be too far away. Yeah, see, that is a bit of a problem. I have to remember not to put you out quite that far. Oh, look at that. It takes the actual bit of track with it, too. Not quite as far as all of that. Like, actually want to come back a bit so the hypertube can do its thing. So let's try that again. Again, first time doing this, so, you know, be kind. All right, let's get into our blueprints. Let's grab this guy. I'm going to put you on slot number 2 because slot number 3, I'm pretty sure is already... Actually, what I'm going to do is make sure. Oh, yeah, see, that is already number 3. Okay, so slot number 2, we're going to snap you into place. We can do whatever side of the power line I want. What would happen if I shoved you a little further in? Well, you can grab that. No, so you're never going to grab. You're never going to grab that hypertube. Which is fine. So we can do that. And we're going to blueprint snap. And then we're going to start sliding. Whoop. We are going to snap again. Fly over to here. So there, again, I would kind of actually wouldn't mind the hypertube going, but that's okay. So we're just going to hold our finger down on the up arrow. It's still faster than manually doing it and throwing out all the tracks and then deleting and putting up walls to snap to. So still a much better way of doing it. You know, I can tap the button and then I got to come back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say we'll come back by that amount. Doesn't really matter what the exact amount is as long as I'm close enough that I can grab my hypertube and connect you up, which I can. And I can grab my power wire. That is some funky ass sounds there, guys. Drop you to there and run you all the way out to there. Okay. That's one. Well, two technically. So we got booster station. We coming out of our little tunnel area there. Don't know where we're snapping to. I mean, at some point in time, it'd be easy enough to run a snap down, but right now we're gonna do that again. Let's see if I can do it from here easily. Where do you want to snap? Are you? Nope, you're not set to snap. So we're going to go blueprint with auto connect. Which side is my power pole on? Wrong side. So we're going to have to rotate you 1, 2. There we go. You're now correctly rotated. Lock in. And start nudging. Again, we're going to need to come back once we hit the railroad is too long. We'll have to come back a few to make sure we have enough short enough distance for the hypertube. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll just come back by 8 points, drop you down, grab our hypertube, boom. Where's the hole? There we go. What do you mean? Why? Pipe is too long. Okay, so gotta come back quite a bit actually. All right, okay, well again, all part of the learning experience. So we're gonna lock you into place. What's nice is that it takes all of this excess bit with it as well, so that's kind of nice. So let's try this again. Again, where's my power pole? Power pole is in the correct location. We lock you into place. We hit H and we whoop, nope, we gotta come back. No! Okay, lock you down. Hit H and gonna get this. Okay, no! Why are you not doing what I want you to do? Okay. Click once. Hit H. Why are you not connecting? What am I doing wrong here? Is it because I'm coming from this side? Do I have to be... Oh, okay. No. You are connected. Yeah, okay, so you are connected. You're just being a butthead about it. Alrighty. Thank you for being such a butthead. Okay, let's just again keep going. La 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 la. It's still better than the old way. Okay. So that's maximum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That should be sufficient. I think that's what I did last time and it wasn't sufficient, was it? No, of course it wasn't. I have to come back more than 8. It's all part of the learning process. That's what I'm going to keep telling myself. Are you connected? Yes, you are. Okay. Can you not freak me out by not drawing? Thank you. Let it pass overhead. Turn around. Shove it. Hold the survey down. I mean, don't necessarily need to stretch it the whole way. I could make these a little bit more arbitrary. Okay. So 8 wasn't enough. I think I could come back by 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and a little extra. Now, will you read? Are you kidding me? Still? Yeah, I'm gonna get this. Now I'm determined. I'm hell-bent and determined to get this. Why are you not showing me the track? Why is this one being such a pain? All right, thank you. Oh my goodness. And you know what? That's fine. We're going to put you there. Then we're going to grab this, and then we're going to connect you up. And then we're going to grab this, and then we're going to connect you up. Because I'm tired of fighting with it. Hey, look, that worked. Hey, you buddy. All right. Gonna need to start turning the corner here. Also want to make a, do I want to put a roundabout in here? As I grab another bite of my tasty. Do I want to put a roundabout in? Because this way leads down to there. Because we're really close to down there. And at some point, I am going to need to send my aluminum down there. At some point, I'm going to have to rebuild roundabouts over there. Someday I'm going to have to take away the magic flying platforms and put actual supports in there, but... See, that roundabout's not really set up well for anymore because of the way I... Yeah, You know what? Screw it. We're just going to go up the hill. Yeah, we're just going to go up the hill. So the reason I needed to make that decision is because do I come out to the middle of the lake, put a roundabout out, and then go up the hill, or do I just start making the corner? And I think just for the sake of my own sanity at this point, I'm just going to go around the corner. If I find out that I need to do something different, I will deal with it then. In the meantime, I am going to get rid of all this damn flowers up here. Boom. I need to be able to see. Does that satisfy your bloodlust, Ada? Okay, so then we can go like that. Why did only one of you grab? No, don't fall. Find a good vantage point here. There we go. Why did only one of you connect? Okay, there we go. So I'm going to come around. You know, the problem is I do want to keep the height. Okay, you know what? Let's right click. click, H, and I am gonna still. All right. Can we snap into place now? Thank you, thank you. Oh, sons of a guns. Yeah, I'm gonna take the H off. I'm just gonna kind of do it this way. We'll vertically nudge. I don't want to start climbing the hill because I don't want to have that little plateau there. So let's go down to here. So I can see that I'm going up, and instead we want to be nice and flat. Like that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and then we can grab our hypertube. We're still on curve. Grab our power line. And go like that. And you are 100% crossing where I don't want you to. So I'm going to grab a Mark II. We're going to put you there. We're going to run over to this side. So I'm thinking I'm going to need to do another little alteration to the blueprint just to make sure I have power poles on both sides, because this is becoming a bit of an issue. I don't really see the wire going through there, so I'm going to ignore it. Oh, you know what? That is going to get in the way of the trees. So I am going to cheat. I'm going to use this as a bit of a guide. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna grab that. Again, we're gonna lock you in. We're gonna, no, why are you not? Thank you. Can I have my tracks, please? So we're not gonna go quite as big. We're gonna come to there. And we're going to slide you over that way a bit. Start lifting you up. There we go. That would be the height. There. I think that'll work. And then we can get rid of this and put in a better connection. Yeah, when was the last time okay, actually, okay, you know what really sucks? Oh, no, we're still fine. I was about to say, I actually should probably put in a large platform because it has, gonna need a booster or 3 going up the hill. So we're gonna need a booster before we make the climb here, but I can just put one on the shoreline. So we'll hit 3. And kind of have a look at where everything is. Yeah, we're on the correct side. Hit H and start nudging. You are not nudging where I want you to nudge. Why are you not nudging where I want you to nudge? What is going on here? It's still gonna need a little bit of... Okay, so let's just start again. Click. There we go. Bring the nudge back. You know what? I'm just gonna kind of put you here. Then we'll nudge you up. Oh, hey, look, it grabbed the tube. Cool. Probably need to come towards me. You grabbed the hypertube. That's kind of awesome. How's this looking? How does this look? It's got some nice curvatures going on. Yeah, it actually does. Excellent. So then we can go there. So we have a nice little bit of a boost. Grab our power wire. It's the only thing I need to connect here. Can I get an indication that I'm actually connecting? Thank you. And right to there. That doesn't really get in the way of the train, so that's fine as well. Okay. let's hide that, and there we go. So we got those bits of the train going. Now we need to go up this bit of hill here, and while we're turning, oh yeah, this is, bye. We can get rid of these idiotic things finally, if you hit them correctly. Okay, well, I guess I'll use a little bit more violence. This one is sheer out of spite, because I really hate these things because they really stay in the way. Scared you. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna come up here, right along in between here. We'll come up here past Mr. Bluey. So I'm gonna leave Mr. Bluey there. We're gonna come up through here. Okay, gotta let them land. So we're gonna drop through here, right through there. And after that, where am I gonna go? I'm gonna come out through here. Let's get rid of Mr. Farties. Did I get the Farty Rock? I got the Farty Rock. So we're gonna come up through here. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go past Mr. Blue. Right through here. Okay. Let's zip down. It got dark. I didn't even notice it was getting dark. And we can come down to here. Let's clear out the plants, because I can't see what I'm doing. How did you not get killed or taken out? So much violence. All right, so from here now. Oh, it's funny that you're hanging out down there. Now we can look at our slopes. That guy right there. Now the question is will he auto connect? And I kinda don't know if he will, to be honest, because of that slope, which is a bit of a bummer. Oh, no, no, something's trying to connect. There we go. What if I turn you around? Can I get... Why will you not connect? How about if I go... Can I... Let's... Okay, so... I'm gonna come out. I don't really like... I don't want to have to do this again. But I'm trying to get an idea of what the rules now are for my new snappy stuff. So let's go find our sloped. Ah, okay. Okay, well, if I come up by one, can I get you guys to connect? There you go. Yes, connect. Because then I can drag you where I need you to be. Like right over here. Lock you into place and start raising you up. I don't want to go too steep. Because again, I don't want to kind of up, down, wee wah, wee wah. Try to land it. Stick the landing. Stick the... There you go. All right. So let's start nudging things into place. So probably... Maybe up a little bit, maybe down a smidge. Let's just go with that. Still got a little tiniest bit of cleanup, but it's not that bad. Let's grab that and up to there. Grab our power line. There we go. And to there. Now, am I going to run into things I shouldn't run into? 100%. I don't think I can get clear. I think I am too close to get clear. I need to aim you differently. So after all of that, still not in the right place. Okay, well, that's, you know, that is just what it is. Let's just see if I can't convince you to connect. No. Where do you need to be to hook up? Problem is that one's actually in the wrong place. This guy here is the problem child. Now that I'm looking at him, he's got way too much of a turn going on here. So we're gonna go back a little bit. And we're gonna be a little bit, where is he? Okay, it faded. Oh, hello. Hi. Whoops. Hello. Ow. Where are you going? Why? Oh. He literally vanished. Okay. Let's do this again. We need the big one, so that's this one. You're connected, all fine. We're gonna come over, not maybe that. Yeah. Maybe not a huge amount. Let's hold you in place. Let's see how your alignment is. Hey, look, there's a doggo. Where are you pointing? You are pointing right through to there. Yep, let's slide you back a little bit and bring you over a little bit, which means I'm gonna need to unrotate you a touch. I think that's probably gonna do, and then we can bring you up to an elevation again. And then we can come back to here and drop you down a touch. Like that. And everything but the power wire should be now connected. So we'll grab from there and throw you onto I can't reach it. Onto there. And you are powered. Okay. How did that end up looking? You know what? Not awful. Probably could be moved over a little. I really need to. Yeah. No. Just gonna do this forever. I am now living here. This is my new home. I will never be moving from. Oh, come on. Like. Why are you not snapping anymore? Come on, thank you. I am going to come all the way down here. I'm gonna turn on. Oh, jeez. Come on. Why do you have to be so difficult? Okay. It's me. Let's just be honest. It is me. It is still me trying to figure this stuff out. I was about to say nonsense. It's not nonsense. It's my own incompetence here. I'm going to hold you in place so I don't accidentally bring you back to snap you in there. Because now I can see what I'm doing here. We're going to come out of... Oh, really? I broke it. I did it. I broke it. You cannot switch modes. Okay, good to know. See, it's about the lessons. It's all about what you learn along the way. And having a refusal to learn. Okay, are we close now? Are we getting there? Can I keep you from snapping? No, I cannot apparently keep you from snapping. See? There's gotta be an easier way of doing this. I am going to need to figure that out. What if I just have you there? You there, boy. What day is it today? Why, it's Christmas, sir. And down to there. So I am no longer, I'm going to take myself out of blueprint mode. I am going to stay in auto connect mode, so that way I can put you to there. That's not ideal, but again, it's not as bad as the kind of default, because what I want to have is the power to do this so that I can really kind of dial in my aim here. Then I can lift you up. Make sure it's all nice and flat. I go up by one. No one will really notice, and then I could put you into place. And then I can grab the power wire. Oh, look, I did it backward. You know what? I'm going to get this right. I am not going to stop until I get it right. I'm going to fall in the water so I can run out of the water. Because your jetpack does not generate any forward momentum on its own. Let's get rid of the stupid plants here. There we go. The chaos that is my viewport. Ha 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 ha. All right, where's the stupid power pole? The stupid power pole is on the other side. Now it's on the right side, the correct side. Now I can go. Yes, you're still on the correct side. First thing I'm going to... Oh, actually, I need to make sure you're aimed correctly, which means I have to go all the way back here. Stand on the edge of the track. Not have a clear line of sight. Bring you back a little bit. And aim you like that. Actually, I can just raise you from here. I should be able to see relatively cleanly. Yeah, okay. And you know what? Done. Let's just put the stupid thing in. Connect up its power line. Dismantle 3 pieces, which are easy to reach. And move on. So again, now who? You again? I'll just take that. Okay. Now that I've been rudely interrupted, let's do this again. So again, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to grab our sloped. You don't want to connect at all. Ooh, the sloped variant does. Ah, yes. Where am I going? Just slowly drifting to the back. Okay, so cool. Oh, damn it. Let's do that again. You guys find your connection, lock it in. Get a little bit of a view, turn you this way. Point you up the hill, right through that little notch there, and start lifting you up. And drop you into place. And now we can get rid of this. And away we go. And connect to power. Okay, so you know what? Still got some growing pains with the new kind of trying this out, but that's not awful. Okay, now let's try one more. See if I can't get past this bit right here. Yep, there's a little little doggo down there. Sorry, buddy, you're don't have anything for you. Hopefully you didn't get yourself zorched there, buddy. Hate to think I took you out. Okay, so grab the sloped version. Are you connecting? You did. Did you connect in the correct manner? You did not. What if I go blueprint? And what if I raise you? Nope, you just go right into place. Okay. So that means I still need to put that there. That there, that there. Again, we can grab our sloped. Make sure you're pointing in the right direction. Please connect. Are you going to connect for me? Are you going to ignore me? What are you going to do? Sloped. Turn it around. Well, you just don't want to... Oh, that's because I don't have auto connect turned on. Let's go back here. Ooh. You grabbed. You devil you. I mean, I got that one of those little wows going on there. But if I reposition you down a little bit lower, see, you are getting clear there. And we kind of aim you like that. That's not bad. If I hold you there, how do you look? That actually works. Yay! That wasn't super awful. I should probably update the hypertubes. Problem, the angle's so steep on those ones. Anyway. Okay. One more. Now, which direction? I want to kind of skate along here. Do I want to bring it level? Oh, you are going to totally run into that hill. 100% you are going to run into that hill. Like 300% you are going to run into that hill. So we're going to take you out. We are going to put you back in. We are going to grab our sloped buddy again, and looks like he is happily connecting there now. We're going to go to here, and we're just going to lift you up a couple. Means I will have to replace my hypertube, but that's okay. Because then we can go like that. That's still not great. It is absolutely not great at all. Nope, not good. Gonna leave the hypertube there again. Maybe if I do it from where? Yeah, this is going to be a long process. Looking at the clock, I'm going to get this tower in here, and I think what I'm going to do is take my frustrations off camera. I'll get my train line strung, but I have a funny feeling it's going to take me a bit to get this into a manner that I actually can accept. Because right now, nowhere near that point. And I think it really just comes down to practice with the new tools. They are new tools, still not super familiar with them. Kind of all their ins and outs. I think that should be okay. Before I hit the button, let's just drop down to here. No, we're gonna have to raise it up a bit. So there we go. And then for next week, I want to hopefully I'll have my tracks in place so that we can start right into the aluminum factory. In fact, while we're here, and I have this nice little platform right there, let's just grab a MAM. There's been a recipe in there for how long now? Steel canister. Nope, don't care. Give me something good. Give me something good. It gave me nothing good. Ooh. It gave me something good. It gave me... What do you normally take? Cable and stators, but with wire stators and circuit boards, I can make a lot more of these. I don't really have much choice. What are you? You're iron ore. Yeah, petroleum coke. No. Yeah, we're gonna grab you. We're gonna throw another hard drive in. We're gonna delete you, and move our way up the hill. But that, I think, is gonna be it for us today. The rest of it's going to be me. I'm now looking at this thinking I'm going to have to move it again. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a lot more kind of getting used to working with this stuff. My goal is right over there. I'm going to try and get up to that notch. So we're going to have our aluminum factory up there. I do need to level off at some point. Maybe I'll put a roundabout kind of in the halfway so I can, if I need to go that way, if I need to go that way, I'm good. But I am going to work this out. It's going to take me a while to kind of get this all figured out and whatnot. I'd rather spend our time together building factories. Laying down track really is kind of a boring way of doing this. It's a kind of a boring to watch, especially, this is part of me, especially as I get more and more kind of GERD about it. So yeah, that's the plan. But so next week we should have our trains run up and our platforms ready to go to start laying down factories. I'm going to keep running through my recipes because I would really like to unlock some of the more of the aluminum stuff. Just because I've got some blueprints I want to import in. What are you doing? Get away from my trains. Thank you. But we'll save that for next week. No space engineers later this afternoon. Still not quite ready with the new episodes. But next week, it should return at its normal 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, or whatever daylight Pacific West Coast of the Canada time, 3 p.m. Again, we're doing Lost Colony. Just really the last couple of weeks, the schedule has been a bit nuts to dive in on the regular editing schedule, and just everything and their dog and their dog's breakfast and the cat and the budgies and all the other animals just kept me from getting anything done. What am I looking at down there? Oh, that's all my power plants. Looks nice in the background there. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. That would be awesome. Okay, not gonna distract while I'm talking here. And more importantly, hey, come on, man. No, let me try that again. And go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me what it is that you like to see. Tell me it is that you don't like to see. You know, leave me a message, call me an idiot, whatever. Just kind of let me know you're out there, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. In the meantime, guys, be good, stay safe, and have a great day. Bye-bye. Okay, now we have to hit the button and stop streaming it. I'm just waiting for the game to finish saving. Hey, it finished saving, yay! Bye, guys.